All right, guys, today is a special day because we are going to be eating like Nikocado Avocado. So I think we should sing his song. What do you think, Ben? I'm back home, shooby-doo, I'm home. Hello, I'm back home, shooby-doo, I'm home. Hello, and this is hot and steamy, 'cause we're eating like Nikocado Avocado. It was terrible. I did my best. If you watch this, Nick, I tried. More importantly, though, is the food. So we've got 2 different kinds of pizza here today. Most importantly, though, Nick is dipping everything in Alfredo sauce right now. So we've got a big bowl of Alfredo. Our pizzas today are something new I found. So this one is supposed to be Milwaukee style pizza. I'm not sure what that means. It's just a thin crust pepperoni. It says it's rough chopped pepperoni and sliced pepperoni. Okay, sure. I've been to Milwaukee. I didn't know that was a thing. It says our Milwaukee bar pie was designed to be eaten in a cozy watering hole, but technically you can eat it anywhere you'd like. What's Milwaukee pizza like? It's tavern style, meaning the crust is thin, buttery, and far from an afterthought. Toppings range from spicy sausage to real cheese curds, and ample, thick, shredded mozzarella is standard. Oh, it says I should have cut the pizza in squares, too. I guess that's standard Midwest. But where are the cheese curds? That would have been awesome. And then this one is the Detroit-style pizza. This is not sponsored, by the way. I was just excited to see it in the frozen food section. So the Detroit pizza says it's the boss of pillowy and delicious. Around the outside of our Detroit pie, you'll find a layer of caramelized brick cheese that will make you wonder why all things don't come with a layer of melted cheese around them. That's a good point. Why don't they? Legend has it that this style was forged by Detroit auto workers who used deep industrial pans as cooking equipment, which just goes to show you that American ingenuity lives on, sometimes in the form of amazing pizza. I haven't been to Detroit, but I have been to Milwaukee. So let's dig in. I'm going to put Nick's name in the title, which I know is a cheap trick to get people to watch this, but he actually recently, we should try it first. He recently made a video where he recommended that, so I'm just taking his advice. It's good. It's nothing to write home about. It definitely tastes like a pizza from the frozen food section. Let's get it in the Alfredo. We always need our napkin. And if my Alfredo looks a little bit more yellow than you would anticipate, it's because it's roasted garlic. This is going to be messy and I love it. Yeah, so Milwaukee. If you haven't been there, you might wonder, why would you go there? It's actually kind of a cool city. I didn't get to see a whole lot of it. But I went to Wisconsin. When was that? Last year was 2018. I went there late summer 2017 because there was flooding in the western part of the state, and there were tornadoes right before that, but I went for the flooding. So I went to, what's the name of the place? I want to say Coeur d'Alene, but that's Idaho. La Crosse. I went to La Crosse, Wisconsin. Through my job, I deployed to help in staff services for the disaster relief effort. So started off in La Crosse, and then when we started closing up the relief efforts and tying up loose ends, we got a call that there was a multi-family fire in Milwaukee. So then road tripped across the entire state of Wisconsin through the Dells, which was apparently really cool, but I didn't get to stop there except for the Starbucks. Drove through Wisconsin, got to spend a little bit of time in Madison, but that's not really part of the story. Anyway, went to Milwaukee to open up a shelter for this multi-family fire, and I thought it was great. My very last day, when I was finally off the job, we went and toured the Pabst Museum. Pabst, like the beer. Milwaukee is known for cheese and beer. Wisconsin is in general. So Pabst, Blue Ribbon, and a bunch of other beers under that name actually came from Milwaukee. And the Pabst Mansion is beautiful. There are all these dudes that were called beer barons. They got really, really rich off of making beer and shipping it off down the river. So, absolutely gorgeous. We had a deal, my work had a deal with this local hotel that was done in like an Art Deco style, so that was really cool. I ate a lot of cheese. That's what I remember the most. I ate a lot of cheese. And I also got to help people, which was great. Sorry if I seem a little out of it. This is technically the start of spring break, so my brain is officially switched off. It's really good. I know Alfredo sauce is delicious, but I kept wondering why is Nick dipping everything in Alfredo? It's because it's amazing. It's so amazing. And since it's spring break and we are not monetized, I think we should treat ourselves. I'm going to have, this is a local brewery, Scuttlebutt Brewing Company. It's just in Everett here, across the river from me. This is Night Circus, which it says is a coconut and coffee ale. And that's pretty much all it says. 7.1% by volume. It's pretty high for a beer, but it's a dark beer, I believe, which is my preference. Oh, that is good. There is nothing better than beer and pizza. Well, there's probably some things. So this one, the Detroit one, is what I was really interested in. This one has pulled pork, bacon, and barbecue sauce. And it's a really thick crust. I cooked it for the full 27 minutes because it said if you wanted a crispy crust to do that. It's good. I don't know that I would call it pizza. I'm kind of a traditionalist. It's good. Mm-hmm. I like the barbecue. Not a lot of pulled pork. I'm seeing mostly bacon bits. This one tastes more like something you would buy at a sit-down restaurant. This one's definitely like a frozen pizza. Mm-hmm. So, at spring break, my husband just got done with his spring break. Today's his last day before he goes back to woodworking school. But the kids are starting their spring break. So I'm taking the week off. There's 3 things I'm going to do. I'm going to paint, and not like beautiful artistic paintings, like our walls. When we bought this house, it was bank owned, and so anywhere there are white walls, which is everything in this room, because I haven't painted it yet, is this really cheap industrial paint that if like you try to clean dirt or anything off of the wall, the paint comes off with it. So every year I try to set aside at least a week to paint different rooms, and I'm still debating whether I want to paint this room or if I want to paint the TV room downstairs. It takes me a week because I hate it. And I put a lot of prep into it, all the taping, I wash all the walls. I do a lot of deep cleaning in the room first. So it takes a long time. But I'm going to paint. Still don't know which room. I'm going to drink beer. Cheers to that. And just for me, I'm going to play video games. So tomorrow, Monday, that's all I'm going to do, is drink beer and play video games. It's going to be amazing. The last game I was playing, because I typically don't have time to play video games, even though I love it. The last game I was playing is kind of old. Life is Strange. Really great game. It's I forget what the genre type is, but it's basically an interactive story. Super, super fun. So I need to finish that up. And then based on my interest in that style of game, a coworker recommended playing Gone Home. So I asked my husband, and we have that for free through our PlayStation account, I think. Anyway, tomorrow's going to be a good day. Good day. Just about being lazy and indulgent, as we should all get to do sometimes. That was way too big a bite. Let's see what else is going on. So Think Beats the Stomach, which if you haven't listened to it, you should. Really great podcast about competitive eating. I will say you have to like competitive eating to enjoy it. if you don't, it would it would be like being a non-baseball fan and listening to a podcast about baseball. It just makes sense. You have to have the interest to find it interesting. But I love it for obvious reasons. And they're looking for ideas right now for their next episode. So if you have ideas, go to their Twitter account, FBTS Pod, and send them a tweet. Tell them what you think they should talk about. But they asked me for ideas recently, and I gave them 3. 1, let Beard Meats Food respond to One More Bites last comments on their last podcast. So there's a bit of a rivalry going on there for whatever reason, but it's fun. And I suggested interviewing an independent eater. So I suggested Brandon the Garbage Disposal. And lastly, I suggested that they interview competitive eating fans. And so I named 2 people that I know, because we watch the same videos and sometimes chat. Miss Hobbs also has a YouTube channel. You should go follow her. She does cooking shows. And then Erin Cohen, who also has a YouTube channel. You know that because we did the chocolate challenge together. So I suggested those 2 people. And a lot of the other Emily eaters liked that suggestion. And it seems like Miss Hobbs and Erin are both down. So at this point, there's really no reason for Fink Beats the Stomach to not make that episode. Just saying. I expect it now. Crunchy bit. Oh, this is delicious. I promised Blake and Isabeau, because they're both home today, I promised them I would save some for them, so I can't eat all of this, as much as I would love to. But we can definitely eat some more. I love pizza so much. Last I saw Nick did this with Domino's. So I thought about doing that. I really do like Domino's pizza, but I've already done a video with that. And this looked really fun. I cut this funny, so this is going to be a humongous slice. Wow. Let's like fold this. Make a little pizza sandwich. That's so much bread, man. Sorry, I just want to get that. So I'm curious, because I mentioned I'm kind of a traditionalist about pizza, and I may have mentioned this before when I ate Domino's, but I have a serious issue with pineapple on pizza, and I know people love it. It's a hotly debated food topic. I really struggle with sweet and savory mixed together, and I've come around a lot in the last few years. I do get it. Like bacon and chocolate is amazing. It just feels wrong to have fruit on top of pizza unless it's deliberately a dessert pizza where you've got like the cream cheese frosting and all the fruits. That's okay. But pineapple and Canadian bacon or pineapple and pepperoni, I don't really get it. I like a good traditional New York slice that you just walk in, grab, walk out, fold over, and eat while you're walking down the street. That's a good piece of pizza. I say that, but quite honestly, and I have mentioned this before, my favorite pizza is a bacon cheeseburger pizza, which is a bastardization of a pizza. Are you allowed to say that? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm drinking beer. And I curse on here all the time anyway. It's funny, I just noticed, because I've been filming myself a lot recently, which I didn't do before. I cringe when I drink water every time. See, I did it again. I didn't even mean to. That's weird. I like water. I don't know why I cringe. It's a strange tick. There's something wrong with me. Oh, the pepperoni's a little bit spicy there. So I'm wondering if you guys have other suggestions for games I should play. So I mentioned I'm finishing Life is Strange. I want to play Gone Home. I don't know the playtime on that, so that may be all I do. I've played most of the Telltale games. and that company went under. Yeah. So no more of that. What's that company? Quantic Dreams? Is that who did Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls? Something like that. Those were good. I played those. I don't know what else there is. That'll probably be enough though. And I think there's a prequel and a sequel to Life is Strange, so if I wanted to play more of that, I could. Oh, it's getting hard. That's what she said. Some of you may not get that joke. I would hope you do. Everybody knows that joke. But I'm not saying it because everybody says it. I'm saying it because Brandon, the garbage disposal, says it. It just makes me laugh. It's a silly guy. So much bread. Wow. If you like bread. This is for you. Wow. It's so good with Alfredo. I'm not recommending you try this because you might as well just inject butter into your veins, but it is delicious. Well, and alcohol is a blood thinner, right? So it balances out. No, it doesn't. I'm making a mess today. I saw the cutest picture. Was it on Instagram or Facebook? Joel Hansen, who's a competitive eater out of Canada, and I just met in Miami because he did the amateur croqueta contest, which isn't really fair because we all know Joel is not an amateur, but he did. He won with 80-something croquetas. Poor people in Miami didn't see that coming. But he posted a picture when he was a kid. He was a chubby little kid. So cute. Reminded me of a friend I had growing up who was really chubby all through elementary school and middle school. Wasn't really picked on that I know of, but, you know, wasn't a cool kid. He had glasses and he was chubby, and this was back when glasses weren't cool. But he hit puberty and just shot up. He was pretty darn handsome, in my opinion. But that's what Joel's picture reminded me of. And it also made me think, I've noticed that a lot of competitive eaters used to be quite a bit heavier and lost a lot of weight. And I think that's where they have the capacity to eat so much, because they used to eat a lot all the time. Not that I'm saying heavier people have a greater capacity, because I've heard not all of them do. Takes time to build weight. But it's interesting to me that a lot of them used to be chubby. I was never really chubby. I've always had a good BMI, which is also debatable. But not whether I have a good BMI, but whether that's a good measure of health. But I've always had a pot belly. Always. I don't think I could have abs if I tried. There's a spider on my ceiling. I don't like spiders. I was little. Stay over there, mister. When we were looking to buy a house 7 years ago, our realtor, super sweet guy, probably took us to see like 40 houses. This one was in the woods, right up next to a creek. Really, really beautiful setting. Kind of an older house, would have needed a lot of repairs, which is fine. But we went down into the basement area. It was a split level. And I'm not kidding you. I have to put this down. We'll put it there. This big. I'm not kidding you. And if you're watching this from Australia, you probably don't give a shit because you've seen spiders like that before. I have never seen a spider this big in my life. I'm not talking about the body, obviously. The body was not that big. The body was probably like that big, but with the legs this size. And I froze. I was so terrified, and of course I wanted to kill it, which I wasn't going to do myself because it's a giant spider. But our realtor, he must have had a soft spot for all sentient beings, because he just like put his folder in front of the spider so I could walk through the hall past it. I'll never forget that. Okay. The freaking spider disappeared. That I don't like. Okay, I can see him. Never mind. He's behind the light. I don't like it. I think we should make a pizza sandwich and then save the rest so that Isabel and Blake can each try a slice of each pizza. Plus, with the beer and the Alfredo sauce, who knows how many calories this is. I'm not doing the math. It's a mukbang, not a challenge. And I will most likely drink more beer later. Yeah, that's right. What are you guys afraid of? I obviously don't like spiders. I don't have a problem with snakes, which is nice. I had a pet boa constrictor for a bit growing up. That was cool. And I used to catch, I'm at a loss because they're called a few different things. I always called them garter snakes growing up, but they're also called garden snakes, gardener snakes. You know what I'm talking about. You find them when you're out in your lawn. Anyway, we have them here, and they do startle me when I'm mowing the lawn, but I don't mind them. My mother-in-law is terrified of them. My husband grew up in South Dakota, and his mom would pay him and his brother $1 for every snake they killed. True story. And pepperoni is spicy. And I like spice. Everything's falling off into the sauce. So I'm afraid of spiders. I wouldn't say I'm claustrophobic, but I've definitely been in caves before where if I have to like crawl to get into a part of it and somebody is blocking my way out, I will panic. So I guess that might be claustrophobia. Excuse me. I bet you're thinking right now, what a joy she must be to live with. It truly is. I just eat and burp and fart. Classy, classy lady. Alright guys, I'm gonna call it quits. That Nikocado, he is a smart man. He knows what he's doing with the foods. It's no wonder he's put on so much water weight. Alright guys, I'm gonna go enjoy my spring break. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful week. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment. I try to respond to all the comments. And share it. Share it with people. Maybe you have a weird friend that likes to watch this kind of stuff too. I know I do. All right. Bye.